दुष्टाचार विनाशाय
दुष्टाचारविनाशाय
प्रादुर्भूतो महेश्वरः
प्रादुर्भूतो महेश्वरा
स एव शङ्कराचार्यः
स एव शङ्कराचार्यः
साक्षात् कैवल्यदायकः.
साक्षात् कैवल्यदायका.
Now we shall recite the first sloka of this, which is a dhyana sloka. Lauhitya nirjita japa kusumanuragam
लौहित्य निर्जित जपा कुसुमानुरागा
पाशाङ्कुशौ धनुरिषूनपि
पाशाङ्कुशधरु धनुर्शूरभि
पाशाङ्कुशौ
पाशाङ्कुशौ
धनुरिषूनपि धारयन्ती
धनुर्शूरभि धारयन्तीं
ताम्रेक्षणामरुणमाल्या
ताम्रेक्षणाम् अरुणमाल्यां
विशेषभूषाम्
विशेषभूषां
ताम्बूलपूरितमुखीम्
ताम्बूलपूरितमुखीं
त्रिपुरां नमामि.
त्रिपुरां नमामि.
So here Tamrekshanam Arunamalya Visaya Bhusha Tambula Purita Mukhi Tripuramba. These are all important features which will describe her immense karuna and absolute love for the various ornaments, and irrespective of anybody, she has got her Aruna Drishti, affectionate look on everybody, and she is at leisure enjoying the tambula. So her mouth is filled full with tambula. So we are almost coming to the ending portion of Saundarya Lahari Stotra, where Acharya Sankara is trying to extol the exquisite beauty, influence, power, attraction, identification, eminence, and her superiority, but she is always docile, available to all bhaktas at all instances, and people who are on the ground on earth are exposed to a good number of difficulties, a good number of problems, but all of them she is aware and she is attending to that and making them. Therefore, Saundarya Lahari has come down to us as a very important book of art, architecture, aesthetics, Saundarya, and also many things, and also the emotions and feelings. And moreover, she is such a lady, as is being visualized by Acharya Sankara, that she always loves to be in the company of her husband, and she always loves to be a support for her husband in all aspects. Either husband is dancing or fighting Tripura, Raksha Samhara, and so on, whatever be the context in which Shiva is exposed, all the time, Shakti, Rupini, Amma, she is not only Shiva is cooperating with her activity, also the other gods, and therefore she stays above all. And moreover, you just now celebrated the Mother's Day, and this Mother's Day, today's child is tomorrow's mother. Today's daughter is tomorrow's mother. That's what Wordsworth would put it. Like that, today's, so that's why she is a mother. Sri Mata, the two, not simply Mata. means endowed with all sorts of faculties and guidance, and also some of that of a woman and that of a mother, because a mother is a mother at all costs. She never distinguishes her children, whether whatever he becomes or she becomes, always she remains affectionate. If all people were to pounce her on the child, she will be very kind and defending all. And that kind of motherhood importance and influence is not only for humans, all creatures, elephants. And I just see the elephant delivering a baby, and also giraffe delivering the baby. There is a lot of difference. So giraffe baby is simply unimaginable, and also the mother is unimaginable. People may consider the giraffe mother is very cruel to her baby born. No, the moment the baby is born, she will give one kick to the child born, and another kicks, and another kick, and that will be thrown away and away and away. At the third kick that the giraffe child gets it is able to stand and come running to her mother. That is the nature of the giraffe, because so it is not like licking and there's so many ways are there. Cleaning the baby, etc., was just delivered. But the giraffe and the elephant, I have observed, so to say, the mother, outside people may consider how the baby is being just kicked like that with the leg and all. No, that is the nature. That's how the baby is the mother makes the baby to become independent. And the other day somebody put a mother bird trying to feed the shavakas inside the nest. It was simply a great sight that it was just trying to put the grains into the mouth of the shavakas or just born. So the mother, that mother is really great, and she is in the sloka number 90 and onwards, because in the 90th sloka, which I think we covered last class, that
we did 92, uncle. I think.
Yeah,
we are on
91 I have to do.
No, you did, uncle. Last time you finished 91. We are on 92.
Okay. Anyway, I just give you a brush up.
Yeah.
Every time you read this sloka, looks new to us. That's your wonder. You never remember that you spent half an hour to understand the sloka. Even for me also, for any scholar, because all slokas look very, very new. And that's exactly the nature of beauty. That's what we call as Ramaniyata. See, Ramaniyata means beauty that has been defined in our Shastra, Alankara Shastra. Chane chane yad navatamupayiti tadeva rupam ramaniyataya. See, at every second, every moment, the more and more you look at it, it just refreshes itself, and you don't want to divert your sight. Sunrise, sunset, waves of the ocean, etc. All these things are Ramaniya. Like that also, the Devi Paramatmika, when she is decorated, when she stands before you, imagine, she is very much attractive. You don't want to cast your glance away from her. For example, in Kakinada, Bala Tripura Sundari temple is there. There in the Bala Tripura Sundari, if you stand before her to glance, you don't like to get away from that temple, from the look of that Devi, because there is Akarshana Yantra installed there, and you keep on looking, gazing. At least I could not. So the Devis are like that. Similarly, the slokas done by great authors like Shankara and so on, they are also look very much new. And in this 90th sloka, you see, Dinebhyas Anisham Sriyam Ashanusadrusi. What is this? The mother knows while feeding the babies or adults or old people, she knows how to serve, how much serve, and what manner it should be. That is, that only a woman, a mother knows, because she is the manager of the health of all people in the family. Old people must want well-cooked rice, and youngsters, and also child wants. So like that, Ashanu Sadrusi means according to their ability, according to their hope, expectation, and desire. Sriyam, that is Sampada, Anisam she is giving. And also Amandam Saundaryam Vikirati. See, her Saundarya is not Manda. Manda means dull. Amanda means exquisite, immense, so much. That's exactly what I called you, Ramaniyata. Ramaniyata means you keep on observing. Can you like to get out from the sea? You want to watch on the sea waves. Only people compel you to get out. Similarly, the sunrise, sunset, the trees, and etc. So then, Mandarastabhaga Subhage Charane Tava Yatu. And her feet are like lotus feet, and they are having that of the glow of the Mandara flower. Of all the flowers, Mandara Pushpa is very beautiful in its color, taste, fragrance, etc. Even sometimes the white Mandaras are used in dosha. Do you know that? The white Mandara flowers are used mixed in the dosha mix, and that will give a better color, better taste, and vitamins. But nobody knows. These are all Ayurvedic suggestions given, but that means only the white flower. There are different colors of the mandara, but only white flower is like that. And Ji Karana Charanaihi Satcharanatam Nimajjanmajivaha. So I have the privilege of being a bee with 6 feet, keeping in my mind as another feet to hover around your feet incessantly. So to say that your lotus feet is so nice that I keep on gazing at your beautiful lotus feet of you, Amma. So we noted also that if you keep on reciting this sloka, it curbs the delays in marriages. Supposing there's a delay in marriage and alliances that come, but they don't get clicked like that. So this sloka will help for that. And also it removes the evil and attacks and drishti dosha. Another thing is, so many advantages are there. And in the 91 sloka, we have already noted that here Devi has been described as Charu Charite. Charita Charu. Charita is the conduct. So Padanya Sakrida Parichayamivarabdhu Manasaha Skalantaha Te Kelam Bhavanakalamsaha Najahati Ataha Tesham Siksham Subhagamani Manjira Ranitaha Chalada Chakshanam Charanakamalam Charu Charite. O mother, known for good conduct, the royal swans with their fickle gait are imitating the stylish gait of you, because the gait is important. Gamana, gait is called as Gamana, the walking style. I told about catwalk or this walk, which people practice and pose themselves as a fashion TV channel. No, that is very, because, so here also we have got that walking. The walking itself has got good styles, and so, and the Bhavana Kalahamsava, meaning the royal swans stay in the palaces. They are faltering in their gait, but they are not able to be steady. But looking at Amma walking, Devi walking, they want to imitate and take the Amma walking as a matter of instruction in the walking style. So the gait is also important for an exquisite woman. The Sankara is describing the beautiful gait of Devi, and also the swans are the pets for her in her palace. So the pet royal swans, the pets love their master very much. So in this regard, they are imitating the slow, stylish, sluggish walk modes of Devi, and that they may not be able to watch it, but they are able to follow the sounds produced by the anklets, sounds, the jingling sounds of the anklets she has made. And so, according to the rhythmic anklets sound of the Devi, they are learning the mode of walking, and therefore this particular walking style ennobles the Devi's beauty once more. Marali Mandagamana Mahalavanya Sevadhi Sarvarunanavadyangi Sadashiva Kutumbini. In Lalita Sahasranam, you get that Marali Mandagamana. Marali is swan, and Mandagamana is slow gait. And Marali and Mandagamana, they are brought into picture. Mandagamana, Mandagamana, and what is that? Mahalavanya Sevadhi. So that all indicates the Lavanya. Lavanya means the salt. You know, if you are a good cook, that is being adjudged if you are able to put the salt correctly, not more, not less, exactly the same. So that speaks about the expertise in cooking. So that's why that lavana is important. Like that, from that we get the word lavanya. So here also the same thing, lavanya. And again, you in drama, in walking styles, if you see in some script plays, natyena gruhitva. See, before any dialogue delivered by the characters in that, they always use that kind of stylish walk on the stage, and that itself is a matter of attraction. So another point that you learn is that the Hamsas are free from their mind to harm others, and they just are good to imitate the Padanyasa Krida, and all of them are very much familiar. So you Achakshanam, you have noted the word, meaning that she is an instructor for the royal swans who already are good experts in walking style or gait, but once more, higher style of walking gait has been indicated to her. So this sloka we have noted that it will relieve the pain, all sorts of pain, and also any complaint below the navel, sugar complaint or kidney and down the navel, all those renal problems are being set right if we recite this particular sloka for more number of times, and that is what. And now we will come to the second one. Please recite. Gataste manchatvam.
Gataste manchatvam. Gataste manchatvam.
Druhina Harirudreshwara Bhrutaha.
Druhina Hari Rudreshwara Bhrutaha. Druhina Hari Rudreshwara Bhrutaha.
Shivaha Swachhaya.
Shivaha Swachhaya.
Kapata
Shivaha
Ghatita.
Swachhaya. Ghatita.
Kapata Ghatita.
Kapata Ghatita. Kapata Ghatita.
Prachadapataha.
Prachadapataha. Prachadapataha.
Tvadiyanam bhasam.
Tvadiyanam bhasham. Tvadiyanam bhasham.
Pratifalana ragarunataya.
Pratifalana ragarunataya. Pratifalana ragarunataya.
Shariri srungaro rasaiva.
Sariri Shrungaro Rasaiva. Sariri Shrungaro Rasaiva.
Drusham dogdhi kutukam.
Drisham Dogdhi Kutukam. Drisham Dhogdi Kritukam.
It's really beautiful, you see. She is always a model. You know, all the time, Parameswari is sitting or is not sitting in a wonderful place. She has been walking, active. But here, now she has been provided a asana or seat, simhasana. Otherwise, it is called as a couch. Papa, she has been walking, she has been doing all that. One minute. Hello, Lalita. Amma Kistan, Amma, I'm in the class. Okay, hello, Bonga.
Is it just us today?
I can't turn off video. In the time of the cook pani.
Okay.
Because it's only us. I'm not turning off video. Shiva, my husband will come home now in half an hour. Now no cook panle. Idellam thalel odid irukum. Plus Hogan class. Always something else.
Yeah.
So before uncle comes, I want to put something up.
No, he's back. Uncle is back.
Yeah, you can attend. Papa, the husband should not be disappointed. Yes. Now we are thinking of offering a chair, a good comfortable seat for Devi. Because Sri Mata, Sri Maharajni, Srimat Simhasaneshwari, but we have only 3 Simhasana for her. Third now. But the earlier 2 names make her stand and walk and work everywhere. So here, Te Manchatvam Gataha. Amma, Shankara describes Devi's seat. How is that seat? It is having a mancha. Mancha means cot. And it has got 4 stands for that. Who are the 4 stands? Druhina, Hari, Rudra, Ishvara. Druhina is Brahmadeva and Hari is Vishnu, Rudra and Ishvara. These 4 people have become the 4 legs of support to your cot, to your seat. And Shiva, Rudra and Isha, these are the 2 other names of Rudra. And one more Shiva is there, the original primordial one. So as Shiva, he became a white blanket, comfortable blanket for the seat of the cot, on the cot. That's why it's called Shiva Swachaya Kapata Ghatita Prachada Pataha. You know, Prachada Pataha means the Prachada is covering bed sheet. Pata is the cloth. And Kapata Ghatita, it's a pseudo white blanket he just became like. And again, Swachaya. Chaya is the color. Swachaya is white color. So Swachaya Kapata Ghatita Prachada Pataha. So there is that white cloth, he was there. So her seat is now fixed. Then Tvadiyanam bhasam pratiphala ragarunataya Shariri Srungari Rasa Ivadruso Dogdhi Kutakam. Then because Lord Shiva also loves, has the Aruna Shakti as much as you have the Aruna Shakti, the reddish complexion, and even Shiva also looking at her, got attracted to her, and so he also turned reddish in complexion and providing happiness to himself. So to say that Shiva and Parvati, both of them have become Karuna Murtis or Aruna Murtis. And it is not just the physical meaning we think about it, but it has got a great inner meaning. You know that this sloka has been explained in various manners by the various commentators. But one of them refers to tell that this is just telling about the Kundalini Shakti. You know, Kundalini Upasana, Kundalini Yoga, Kundalini Shakti is the top Shakti where you will get immense energy in the body, and it is very different experience. Therefore, what does it do is the sentiment of love and Kutuka happiness, Dogdhi. In fact, this is the Dhyana sloka of Devi. As far as 4 deities as the legs of the couch, and Shiva to be the blanket over it. Isha is the blanket. So this feature is a special one. Parvati is able to press to service all the gods, most important of them, Trimurtis, and also other aspects of Lord Shiva, in order to extend service to devotees and protect them from all sorts of troubles and turmoils. And also, she has taken the cooperation of the services of these deities, and all these deities wanted to remain very close to her, and therefore already this idea has been given to us in sloka number 25, where you see all gods are standing near her footstool, waiting for the instructions to be delivered, or job postings be delivered to them, so they can get on to the work aspects or work forums. So at the same time, this Devi has immense karuna, arunatvam, because drushti is important, and srungara rasaha is a full of love sentiment. So love is always bright and brilliant, and then affection indicative. And therefore, this sloka tells that she has taken the services of all these deities. And in Lalita Sahasranamam, for comparison, if you go, Hayagrava described her as Panchakritya Parayana. She has said, see, when she is seated like that, she is fond of performing 5 functions. What are they? Creation, annihilation. Same in Sanskrit, Nama goes as Srushti, Sthiti, Tirodhana, Sankalpayi, Namo Namaha. Srushti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana, and Sankalpa. And all these things are anugrahas. So for these functions, the said deities Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, all these deities are at her service to execute all that to the devotees, and giving highest supremacy, or establishing the highest supremacy to Devi Lalita. Because Matruka Varna Rupini, Matrumandala Samyutta, and Bhanumandala Samyutta. So her primary position is that she is always placed in the highest position. And also we have noted that she is exclusively a distinctive deity, as you see, Sahasrara Sarojata Vasitaye Namo Namaha. And another epithet in Lalita Sahasranamam is Sahasrare Padme. Here only, Saharasi Patya Viharase. Here in Saundarlari it is said already like that. And Sahasrara Sirojata. So Sahasrara, she is always staying in the Sahasrara Padma. And so to say that to have the Sahasraratva is the highest, to reach which all people are very much anxious. Actually, the humans born have got 11 holes in the body. Not only not only Navarandhras, there are 2 more Randhras. And the Nabhi is supposed to be the first Nandra. The moment the child is born, the Nabhi Randhra gets blocked. It will not open. And the Sahasrara on the top is also closed. And remaining 9 Randhras are there. And as long as the Jiva is with a Prani living, all the 9 Indriyas will be at function. And having used all the 9 Indriyas, at the grace of Devi and Upasana and religious distinction and activity, etc., we have to make the prana inside us to exit through the Sahasrara. And that has to get open. That's why they generally Simanta mantra, the woman or anybody would divide the hair up to the back, not beyond the papida will not extend beyond that. Only it will be stopping at Sahasrara point. Therefore, this, because that is the place where Parameswari will be there, Parameswara also will be there, and that is a reserved, closed one. So, Swargadvara Kavata Patanakari, Kasi Puradhishwari. Otherwise, also in Annapurna Ashtakam, Sankara tells Mokshadvara Kavata Patanakari. So, in our body, there is already a Mokshadvara also. As much as we have got the entry door is the Nabhi, because all food is supplied through that umbilical cord. So long, 9 months, the baby is fed. And when once the connection is over, when the baby is delivered, they cut the umbilical cord, whereby the Nabhi gets closed up. It can never be opened up. Therefore, the birth and entrance through which the birth takes place or food is received is blocked. And if front door is closed, the back door should be opening. So one has to work all through the Jiva or Prana with the 9 Dwaras. For example, when you have got the nose, you have got to do that pranayama. When you have got the eyes, you have to close your eyes and start meditating, given my. So you have got the respective spiritual functions also to be performed through the Navadvara. So Navadvara Pure Dehe. And here the Srushtisthilaya Sirodhanas are there. And why I am telling that is that the Srungara Dogdi Kutukam. Kutukam is the desire, the anxiety, which has got to be fulfilled. And moreover, this Devi moves about in place in Sahasrara Chakra, which is of 1,000 petals, together with her husband, Lord Shiva. And thereby, you see the Shiva Shakti Eka Rupini Lalitambika. So Devi has to become Eka Rupini, enjoy the Aikamatya or the oneness along with that. That's why you are not to separately make namaskara for husband and wife. Whenever you make Pada Namaskara, bring the husband and wife together and make together. Supposing supposing the lady is standing out at distance and husband not going 2 namaskaras to them. No, make them together. And then generally, because that is the combined affectionate Karuna Rasa power. So the sloka suggests the union of Parvati and Parameswara. That is, both of them are the representation of Prakriti and Purusha. So Prakriti, Purusha. Purusha is Lord Shiva and Prakriti is Devi. And the whole world is formed because of the Prakriti Purusha combination. The whole world has been formed, and the workings of the world of the and protection of the people, the affection for the devoted people, all that is being possible through this. So that's why in this particular sloka, you see how she is able to press into service all the gods, that she can be exerting apara karuna upon the world. So please repeat, Amma. Kataste
Kataste
Manchatvam Druhina Harirudreshwara Bhrutaha
Manchatvam Druhina Hari Rudreshwara Bhrutaha
Shivaha Swachhaya
Shivaha Swachhaya
Kapata Ghatita Prachada Pataha
Kapata Khatita Prachata Pataha
Tvadiyanam Bhasam
Vadhiyanam Bhasam
Pratiphalana Ragarunataya
Pratiphalana Ragharunataya
Sariri Srungari
Shariri Shungari
Rasa Iva Drusham
Rasa Iva Drusham
Dogdhi Kutukam.
Dhokti Kutukam.
So here the word you should catch is the Dogdhi. Dogdhi and Drusham Dogdhi Kutakam. And Srungari Rasa Iva. There is a comparison as though it is Srungara Rasa, like Srungara Rasa. And the Sarira is also Sariri Srungara Rasa Rasa Iva Kutakam Dogdhi. And Pratiphala Ragarunataya. And so in this sloka, you find when you recite this sloka, the person will be able to get whatever siddhis he wants on one hand, and he will get a wonderful government job with stamp and seal authority, and the amity between couple will increase. The wife and husband will be always supportive to each other, and all that aikamachyata will be ensured because of this sloka. Now, Arala, we are reading now the 93rd sloka. Arala keseshu
Arala Keseshu Arala Keseshu
Prakriti sarala mandahasite
Prakriti Sarala Mandahasite Prakriti Sarala Mandahasite
Sirisha bhachitte
Sirishabha Chitte Sirishabha Chitte
Drushadupala shobha
Drishadhubala Shobha Kuchatate
Drushadupala
Shobha Kuchatate
Bhusham tanvi madhye
Vrishamdhanvi Madhye
Ruthururasicharo havishaye
Rudhuru Rasija Roha Vishaye Rudhuru Rasija Roha Vishaye
Jagatratum shambho
Jagatrathum Shambhoho Jagatrathum Shambhoho
Jayati karuna kachidaruna
Jayati Karuna Kachitaruna Jayati Karuna Kachitaruna.
Here karuna, aruna shabdas have been indicative of excessive love, affection, attachment, and the raga sentiment. So here the karuna rasa profusely attributed to Devi, and this forms the wonderful jhana sloka of Lalita. And so we always say karunam, karunan or arunam, karunantarangitakshim, Dhritasha, Pashankusha, like that, we start the Dhyana Slokam. Though there are a number of Dhyana Slokas, but you choose to say this because Devi will be manifesting in this Varam. Arunam Karunantarangitachim Ahamityeva Vibhavaye Mahesim Iti Eva Vibhavaye. So the Aruna Shakti, the Karunya Bhavana of Devi is very well portrayed in this sloka. And again, he turns to talk about the beautiful structure of Devi, and also the feeling of compassion in her, especially that feeling of compassion and all that has been granted to her also by Lord Shiva, and therefore she is a Jagadrakshaki as much as Lord Shiva as Jagadrakshaka. And goddess is the embodiment of Aruna Shakti, and she is shining forth with this in order to protect the land. And she is beautiful, graceful. How do you judge that? Talking about this smile that we cuts. And the smile is really beautiful here. And that's also very graceful and bright. And as bright as the soft Sirisha flower, and all that has been metaphorically referred here. Now look at the description here. Arala Keseshu. So her Keshas Kesha is the hair, the tresses of hair. Arala, curly and very beautiful. And Prakriti Sarala, it is quite naturally, and it is not something makeup or done in the beauty shop. They just try to bring curls to the hair by putting clips and all that, and say make it artificial, and afterwards the curls will disappear. But in case of this lady, Parameswari, her tresses are naturally curly and beautiful. And again, Mandahasite. She smile attractive, and the hasa is the original one. Hasa, Mandahasa, Smita, and like that there are 12 kinds of hasas. Bharata in his Natya Shastra gives us 12 kinds of hasa, and which all the dancers are supposed to practice. So of all that, the Mandahasa is primary. It is highly graceful, and it signifies the kindness contained in the personality. That's why even in Rama, you find Smita Pura Abhibhashanam. He always cuts a smile before he speaks. So the smiling face will attract and infuse fearlessness among the opposite people. And how is that smile? Prakriti Sarala. Prakriti is personality, natural to our personality. It's a natural feature. It is not artificial one, that smiling face. It is quite righteous to our activity. And so normally people deviate from their smiling face, but Devi is balanced, equipoised in her personality, and therefore the variations ordinarily don't occur. That's why Mandahasite. And again in the second line, you see, Sirisha Bhachitte. How is her mind, her heart? Sirisha Bha is the brightness. Sirisha is the flower, white flower. So generally, the smile has been compared to the white color, pure color. The smile is why the brightness that of the Sirisha flower. And moreover, the Sirisha Pushpa is a standard for comparison due to its pelavatva, softness, due to its white brilliance, and so on. So as per the context, the poets will make use of the comparison with the Sirisha flower. And Kalidasa in Kumara Sambhavam takes the takes the support of the Sirisha flower when he say when Parvati decided to go for penance, then at that juncture she has been described by her mother that Padam Saheta Sirisha Kupeshalam Napuna Patatrinaha. See, Sirisha flower is such a delicate flower. It can stand the weight and approach by a Brahmaram, but never a falcon. A falcon cannot be upon the flower. So to say, this is Napuna Patatrinaha. So that is to say that that kind of softness has been given to the chitta, the mind, the seat, chitta, the seat for kripa. And Devi joins the Karuna Aruna Shakti in her. Therefore, but when we come to talk about the chest area, the Kucha Tata of Devi, the beauty is that of a small stone, and it is hard there. The breast very soft and all that. When it comes to the thigh portion, the beauty of the thighs is pruthu, is wide and strong. But in her way, madhye, in her waist, quite slim. And all these features in the personality of Devi is causing great attraction and compassion in Shambhu, her consort. And even because of that kind of exuberance of beauty and features of softness and attraction in Parvati, even Shiva is also granting the power of protection to Devi in order that Jagatratum Jayati, that is, all that knowledge is being given or compassion in order to rule the land, protect the people, and solve their problems. So all that is there. So here you see the remaining parts of the body of Devi, comparison with to them, so that she could remain as the Jagat Rakshaki, as much powerful or more than Lord Shiva himself. So Parvati Parameswaras, that way they make a wonderful combination, and both of them are prone for the Raksha of the world. So now to revise, Keseshu Arada. Amma is quite curly in her beautiful, curly in her hair, cutting a beautiful look. And in her face, she cuts a smile, and that is something natural. It is not artificial smile. Some people artificially smile, as you see in actors. No, it is natural for her. And in her mind, she is pure, white, soft, compassionate, as much as the Sirisha flower. And when you come to talk about the Kucha Tata, the chest area or the breast area, she is just as hard as the pebble. Drusha Upala is the pebble. Shobha is Kanti. The pebble Shobha or that kind of toughness are there in the Kucha Tata. And when you talk about the Tanvi, I mean the Katibhaga, the waist, it is Brusam Tanvi, quite slim at the waist. When you come to the buttocks or the uru, it is wide and at the same time, aroha vishaye, quite strong. So whatever important standard features are to be there in protectors, not simply ABCD protectors, but world protectors, all that feature is there. And that has also been accrued to her by Shambhu, Shiva, who is committed to give happiness to the Jagat. And how can the Jagat be happy? Only when it is extended protection. And in order to extend protection, there should also be the extending of Karuna. Some Karuna should also be there. That's why Kachit Arunam Karunam Jayati. So the word Jayati is here, meaning that the Jaya Sabda indicates that it is never failing. So her Karuna is constantly working. There is no scope for failing of that. In other words, one can get beautiful knowledge of the administration. See, an administrator, an IAS fellow must know how to act, how to use the presence of mind, how to exercise the powers of authority, and etc., intelligence in the instances of demand. That nobody is hurt. That's why the state administration ability is being granted when we recite this sloka more and more times. Secondly, this will give us ability to remove oddities in the body. Oddity in the body in the sense that fat around the neck, around the kati, around the waist, fat accumulation will be there. Belly fat, they call it. No, for especially the belly or the kati bhaga will be slim, and your chest area will be strong, and your uru will be also strong, etc. Whatever has been described, all that will be there. In fact, when Ravanasura's chest description by the poets, he said, number of times the Airavata, the elephant of India, pushed him, pierced with tusks a number of times, but the tips of the Airavata got broken in the chest portion. That's why the chest of Ravanasura was having the white spots, indicating of the ivory presence, bits of ivory stuck in the chest. But he is a victor over Indra and also the Airavata and all that, Uchaisrava. So that's why it's all the imagination and dhyana power of the bhaktas. Therefore, here, whatever are there in the respective parts of the body, all of them will be cut down or removed, and the figure, the personality will be absolutely trim and liable for all kinds of energetic activity. It's very beautiful. So again we repeat, Arala keseshu Prakriti Sarala Mandahasite Sirisha
Sirishabha-chitte
Drushadupala Shobha Kuchatate
Drushada Upala Shobha Kuchatate
Brusham Tanvi Madhye
Vrisham Tanvi Madhye
Ruthuru Rasi
Pruthuru Rasi
Charu Urasi Aroha Vishaye
Aroha Vishaye
Jagatratum Shambho Jayati.
जगत्रातुं सम्भोर्जयति
Karuna kachidaruna.
करुणा काचितरुणा.
So this is a very beautiful sloka to get the skills of administration. And what are the points of administration where your skill has got to be exerted or where you have got to have the talents and the presence of mind. So the parts are the hair, then the mouth, the face, then your heart, then your chest, then your waist, then your thigh, and then your character, and then your compassion. All these are most important features in respect of the power of administration and employment of the administrative skills. ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆಯಮ್ಮ ಶೋಭಾ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ all these things are important. And so even Shiva and Parvati put together, they are the best managers of the entire land. Therefore, Shankaracharya has written Devi Aparadha Shiva Devi Aparadha Kshamapana Stotra and Shiva Aparadha Kshamapana Stotra, because they are the universal rulers and protectors. Their karuna, shobha, and the balanced protective skills, etc., have got to be derived for the bhaktas. That's why in Lalita Sahasranamam, Lalita Parameswari or Devi is more powerful. That one more leaf she has studied more. Chandrasekhara Bhaktarthi Bhanjanayai Namo Namaha. So here the Chandrasekhara Bhakta Arti. Arti means Dukkham. So Chandrasekhara sometimes take time to solve the difficulty of the bhaktas, but Amma is there very quick. If the Amma of the house is quite friendly, you will get food. If the Ayya of the house is friendly, you may not get coffee at all even. So it's always the mother, the lady of the house, the Grihalakshmi, who should be very much cooperative. That's why here also the Jayatvam for Arunatvam, all that, and also Trata Lakshanam is possible given by Shiva on one hand and herself excelling the capacity of Shiva, but both of them making a wonderful contribution for Jagad Rakshana. So we call him Jagad Rakshaki Parvati, Jagad Rakshakaha Shivaha, and both share the administration. And see that there is a, but for that the keshas must be curly, then the face must be always smiling face, and the heart should be quite kind, and it should be quite strong, and body must be quite slim, and then the thigh and all that will be quite wide and capacitated. And when all these things are there, they can be a best administrators. They get ranked IAS people. So like that, this is a very beautiful stanza. I think we can stop here today. And 93 slokas we covered. And Om Swasti.
Swasti.
Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.
Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.
Sarvam Shri Matrucharanaravindarpanamastu.
Sarvam Shri Matrucharanaravindarpanamastu.
Om Tat Satu.
Om Tat Satu.
So you're enjoying. Amma is very beautiful here. It's not a war.